It's just started pissing itself outside. Quite excited to go to Nanny and Granddad's tonight for a pizza night, aren't we? He absolutely loves this book. It's just staring at it. What do you reckon, Bubba? Yeah.
Gotta go get a nappy before I go to the gym.
You like the bath, my sweet, don't you? Yeah. Got this cozy little towel that he'll get into. You like the bath. Today has been a good day. Slowly getting into more of a routine, I say, with a slight air of caution, because obviously I know with a newborn things change, but it feels like there is more of a routine going on, especially with his sleeps. He kind of sleeps, he has like an afternoon sleep from around the 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock stage of the day, give or take, and then he has another big sleep from like 10 or 11 until 2 or 3, and then smaller naps between the big sleeps. Currently feeding him breast milk on the boob with nipple shields and with a pump and also formula, so very much a combi feeding combination, and he adapts. Like he loves his milk, so he's happy with whatever. It is raining outside, and I am, anyone that knows me, I'm a cozy weather girl through and through, and obviously it's the 26th of February today, still summer here in New Zealand, and I'm wearing my winter pajamas. It's raining outside and I'm in my element. I love the cozy weather. I am a winter baby, born on July, so I'm loving this. I already feel so emotional thinking back. Like tomorrow he's 3 weeks old. Like this time 3 weeks ago I was in labour. What? That is freaking wild. What surprised me most about becoming a mum is, like, obviously when you come home from the hospital and you have got like a new baby and your whole life is literally like turned on its head and you're healing from childbirth. It's just so intense. I have to feed my baby 24/7, get hardly any sleep, heal, adjust to who am I now is just so, like, I know that they tell you that that happens, but there's no amount of preparation that like can prepare you for like how that feels coming out of it. And I think the first few days after coming home from the hospital, at night time I'd get like a racing heart and like a tight across the chest, and I was like, oh my god, is there something wrong with me? Like health wise I thought there was something wrong with me medically. And then like on day 2 or 3 I was like, I think I'm having panic attacks. So I think I had a little bit of postpartum anxiety. Not necessarily in my mind because I felt sound, but my body would just like start having those feelings, especially when I laid down at night at like that 5 p.m. kind of stage. And I call it sundown scaries, I think. Like it's a thing. And it was just like I think it was my body reacting to like the crash of hormones. But I'd get it as well, like first time driving with him on my own, first time at the supermarket without him, like going out without him, and I felt really short of breath and stuff too. So I think that's all normal stuff that I just wasn't like kind of expecting to happen to me. You just don't think about it because I think you're just so excited about the baby and the birth, and then all these things happen and you're like, whoa. But as soon as I labelled it as panic attacks and anxiety, it took away the power. Like I was literally thought there was something wrong with me, like medically. So as soon as I was like, this is just anxiety, I like could take control back of the situation. One of the days I had it quite bad, and that's when it did get to me mentally. I started like having intrusive thoughts because like all of a sudden baby is like your whole world, and like you start to think like, oh my god, what if something happens to him, and like all these thoughts that are so unwelcome just start racing through your mind, and they're like intrusive, like hear vivid images, and it was just horrific, and it was like setting off my anxiety as well. I was probably very sleep deprived. But yeah, if you are someone going through those feelings, just know that you're not alone. Everyone, I think, is just so natural in that postpartum period. I was alright. As soon as I put him down in his bassinet, I had... Yep. You are awake again. Nosy Nizzles. Watching Bridgerton. Sleeping baby. We've been having all the cuddles this morning, and I've just put him in his bed so that I can have my breakfast. Happy place. It's the first day of autumn. It is the 1st of March 2026, and it is a Sunday. It's cozy vibes. We had my cousin and her family visit this morning and meet Gabriel, which was lovely. Now we're about to have some lunch. We had curry last night with Mum and Dad, so the leftovers for dinner. Watching Married at First Sight Australia. You're watching Married at First Sight with Mum?
I'm 27 and I'm a model.
It is in Iceland.
It was absolutely just tipping it down with hail a second ago. I've put this new top on him. I absolutely love it. Milk, 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 because you love milk. Yeah, you love your hand as well. On Saturday too, I forgot to vlog. I was meaning to put my vlogging camera in my bag before I left the house, but I forgot. I went over to Mum and Dad's Saturday morning because they did some work on Saturday. So I thought, you know what, I'll get out of the house, take wee man to Nanny and Granddad's, and, you know, just have a nice day. So that was really good. Got there at like 9 AM, had breakfast with Mum. She made beautiful eggs with avocado and tomatoes and stuff, and poached eggs. And she put a colour through my hair so I no longer have like the grey hag look because my hair is so dark that the regrowth when it's grey is very obvious. So yeah, I feel refreshed, revitalised in that sense. Went to the mall with my sister and my nephew and had lunch there. Went back to Mum and Dad's, Nanny and Granddad's. And we had an Indian curry for dinner. Salah came over when he finished his work, and yeah, had a really nice night with them and watched the rugby. You know, it was really wholesome. It was nice to kind of do something that like would have been a normal thing for us to do before the baby arrived, and it's like, oh, these are like nostalgic things that I like love and that bring me so much comfort and joy, and to like be able to bring my son along with me to do that with us is just the best feeling ever. So that was a really lovely Saturday. Cozy day, hey Frankie? Right, sweetie. Today I went and bought this stuff for my midwife because she's been so amazing. Bought some biscuits at Coupland's too that I can enjoy with my midwife with a cup of tea when she does come. So yeah, if tomorrow happens to be the last day, at least I'm prepared, but I'm pretty sure I've got another 1 or 2 visits after tomorrow. Look at my little chompy. Cup of tea time. Married at First Sight. I better go move on because we are about to get in the car, go for a walk around Pastor Park in Shan. I say we, I mean me and my son, me and Gabriel. And yeah, got my jeans back on now too. Anyway, I'm gonna go load the car. And I had midwife today. It was the second to last visit with her. It's so like, I've written the card and everything, and the last visit will be the 18th of March, but yeah, it's gonna be an emotional one for sure. Yeah, closing of a chapter. Last night I had like a 3-hour sleep over his big sleep time, and then I didn't go back to sleep when he went back to sleep at like 5 or something. I instead stayed up and pumped and like cleaned his bottles and everything, like, because I had the energy, and I'm like, I feel like in this time of our lives, when you have the energy, you've got to utilize it when it hits, because like it's not very often. So yeah, I had like a 3-hour sleep last night, and then kind of came back to bed as I was getting up for work, and had like another hour and a half maybe. Oh, I love this light. 4.5 hours of broken sleep, but I felt good, and I think that's the key component. If I feel good, then everything's fine. And then obviously today I've had a nap, so I feel bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. You can see the sky and the table. Did you hear me come outside? Yeah. He loves sitting at this table. Hey, Frankie boy. Hey, bud. You're about to go out with Daddy, I think. Good morning. It is Friday, the 6th of March, aka my son's first month date. And I'm very, very, very pleased because he basically slept through last night, like apart from his one wake up window around 3:10, he was back to sleep at 10 to 4, like he was only awake for 40 minutes. He slept from 10:40, which means I slept from 10:40 until probably 6:30. I woke up before him, and it was great because I managed to pump some milk and have a shower before he woke up. Gave him some bottle from my pumped milk. Back to sleep again. He's out to it. Also, like, ready for the day. The house is clean. I've had breakfast. I've showered. He's slept well, so I've had a good night's sleep. And it's his month-old birthday. And my friend Sean's coming over, and we're going to take pictures for one another, because I always have, like, I've got a lot of photos of Gabriel with other people and or just Gabriel, but none of just me and him. So I want to get some nice ones done. So Sean's coming over. She's going to take some for me, and then likewise I'll take some for her and her baby. So it's going to be a beautiful day. I've just selected out some possible outfits for him. I don't know what to put him in, the pressure. And I probably should get myself ready too, actually. But yeah, beautiful day out there. I'm going to set up a little photo spot. You were a month old today, mate. Hey, it's the 6th of March. And it's a Friday, and you were born the 6th of February on a Friday. You pulling the finger? Oh, little sweetie pie. Hello. Last night we were watching Married at First Sight, and he was chatting away at the TV. I'll insert a video from my phone.
Of us observing you were so impressive. Watching the two of you work as a team, not buy into the comments, stand your ground as a couple. You turned toward each other, you supported each other, and you were a real team.
You like this show?
You showed real dignity and grace. It was
Never keeps it in his mouth. There you go.
Frankie's not happy now, so it's back to you.
He's like, I want the bougie couch, please, Mum.
Sit down, you're so here.
Look at you. Who's woken up from his nap after 10 minutes? Gabriel Jules.
Love it.
I was about to say good morning, but it is in fact now 8 minutes past noon. Hello, it is Saturday and I have just got baby boy down to sleep by reading him 2 stories. I read Peter Rabbit and then I read Guess How Much I Love You. I can't believe, like, he's literally 4 weeks old and I've discovered that he likes listening to my voice and that when I'm talking he seems to go to sleep. Like, I noticed it because when we've had visitors and he's in my arms and I'm chatting, the sound of my voice while he's like laying in my chest soothes him and I think puts him to sleep. So I thought, you know what, when I'm at home alone I'm obviously not talking to anyone and he's just staring at me like wide-eyed, wide awake. So I thought if I read a book I'll be chatting, like talking, and he's out to it. We've struggled this morning to get him to go back down to sleep and that seemed to work. So I'm very, very happy about that. There was use in putting a story time area in his bedroom as a newborn. Take that as a sign. Last night we had to put him in a 0 to 3 month sleep suit. So I've just kind of gone through, taken the ones he's outgrown out of the mix. I've put a 0 to 3s down here. There's still a few newborn ones I think he'll fit, so we'll see. But done a bit of an organise. I'm very attached to this one. Tried to put him in it last night and it just, like, I put his arm in, I put his legs in. He just couldn't straighten his leg and I just couldn't reach this up enough to get on his arm. Just the length. He's a tall boy. We went to a photo booth last night after dinner. I'm so happy with him. Look at this. I love it. And this one. It is Sal's sister's 21st birthday coming up and she is heading to Samoa for it. So having a little pre-birthday gathering here this afternoon. Look at this beautiful carrot cake. And it is a beautiful day outside, so I was mowing the lawns to get it all prepared for guests. And we'll get some family photos taken out there as well. Yeah, Divine Cakes are like the best. My sweet boy, I love him in this little outfit. You're all set for the family to come over, aren't you? So we're gonna get some nice pictures. While we were out and about today, we went and got this book from Paper Plus. I've had my eye on it for quite some time. Like I was saying in the vlog yesterday, reading a bedtime story, even though he doesn't understand it at the moment, listening to my voice is soothing and it does actually help him go down for bed. And just look at the beautiful illustrations and stories. So excited for this. We can have exciting story times while we wind down for bed, eh? Yeah. I was reading this one before in the car and just like the way that they word it, like listen to this. The moon on the water. Peter Rabbit and Benjamin Bunny hurried through the soggy meadow towards the pond. The evening air was warm and ahead of them, through the distant trees, a round full moon had risen. Just love the wording. We're all ready for everyone to arrive. He just weed himself in that outfit, so quick outfit change.
Yeah, you tell me one rooster that's been a rooster. They've all been from other clubs. All other clubs. And what's the top? Whereabouts? Last year in Las Vegas, we've been
clean like that too.
Little
This
man,
God,
little
he's a hipster
tootsies.
now.
He's a relative to me who I used to work with.
You like that? Just put on some music for him and I put it there. You love it. Wow, almost rolling over. I've had a very, what's the word, motivated morning. I got up at 6:30 when he woke up, but I didn't go back to sleep with him when he went back down. I got up, cleaned up the kitchen, changed the living room around because it wasn't very like user friendly. It could only fit like 2 people on the couch the way we had it. And I just wanted it to feel like more of a, Frankie's just come and absolutely messed up where I had all my cushions. Kind of angled the TV out and pulled it out a little bit more and opened it up. And now it just feels like more of a room, like cozy vibes rather than far away in the corner. I vacuumed, which has felt good. The house feels great. I've got the heat pump on today, believe it or not, after having such hot days. Hi! Guess what? Granddad's gonna be here soon with Lacey. He's loving it. It's the first time I've put him in it. Hello? Hi! Pigling Bland watched from behind the barn wall as Peter took a hop backwards and threw another apple towards the piglet. Jumping from his hiding place, Peter's friend grabbed the pesky piglet and dunked him straight into the bucket of water. After a good scrub with an old brush, the snorting, squeaking, cross little piglet was shiny and pink again. Pigling Bland laughed. 1 down, 8 to go, he said, placing the piglet carefully into the pigsty. He's actually gone to sleep, but I'm going to keep reading just for a little bit as the safety measure. Finally, everyone was nice and lean. He's fast asleep. I'm loving this. And he's fast asleep. I always struggle to get him to like actually stay asleep during the daytime. He seems to only want a nap for 10 minutes and then he wakes up. But I think this is helping. He moved his white noise machine into here too, which has been good. Looks like he's waking up actually. And I have this pile of stuff to sort through, which is a pile of gifts that Gabriel has received that I haven't yet kind of detagged and everything. So I'll sort those in a moment. I've vacuumed the floors and made the bed and everything feels good. And his change tables are up to date and refreshed. Oh, life's good. Filmed his birth story. So if I get a chance this evening, I want to edit that.
Oh, this is cool, Mum.
Yeah.
This, will you just tell me about this today?
Aww. Little sweetie. Isn't this the coolest thing? Yeah. Aww. You're having so much fun. Good boy. You got your friend there. He's down for the count again. This is the first time. He just had a big 3-hour nap from noon till 3. Had a nice little wake window, then had him nursing, and then now he's gone back to sleep. You working there, bud? You almost finished work, Frank? Hello. I had my first Plunket visit today and it went very well. He's now over 5 kilos, 5.1 kilo, 60 centimeters long. And today I've actually tried a thing where I put him down on his bassinet if he's looking sleepy and yawning and stuff. And I put his white noise on and, you know, make sure he's all cozy. And then I just walk away and let him fall asleep. And he's been doing it. So he's been sleeping well today, like having naps and stuff. Great success. And I've written down a little, like, what I want our day routines to look like and night routines and stuff. Little pockets of routines throughout our day. I feel like every day I'm just feeling like that slightly more onto it and I'm loving it. I am getting ready to prepare dinner. I am going to be making some sort of basil mushroom pasta concoction. It's just absolutely out to it. This app has been so great for tracking everything. So you can like mark their sleeping, when they nurse, the bottles they've had, the nappies, pumping, everything, and then you can see it in things like this. And it shows you everything. So this is the little note that I've made on my notes app for our routine. It's our morning routine, evening routine, and then his going down to bed routine. Well, I have dinner all sorted. He's on his 3rd nap of the day. Everything's done. Technically, I've even done the clean up, apart from, you know, the actual dinner plates themselves. I have a little snacky snack on the laptop. So they will be due home in like 20 minutes, if that. And then, yeah, Gabriel will probably wake up and it'll be the next round of routine. I've put him in. This was the outfit I was most looking forward to in a 0 to 3 month age bracket, and he fits it. You love it, you little llama drummer? He slept so good last night. He did a 5-hour stretch, woke up around 3:30, was back to sleep by 4, and then didn't wake up till 8. So did a 4-hour stretch, 5 and then 4. So 9 hours of sleep for him overnight altogether. And then mummy probably got about 8. Maybe 7.5, who knows. But it was so good. I'm stoked. We tried the little nighttime routine last night, and it took longer for, like, we wanted to get him down between 9 and 9:30. He didn't go down until 10:40. So it just takes a long time for him to go down at night. But that's okay because it's still earlier than 12:30, which is kind of what he's been doing. So we'll take that as a win. It's pretty good. Yeah, Mummy's so proud of you. I am going to the garden centre today with my mum to meet up with her friends. It's her friend's birthday and they'll get to meet Gabriel. And it's the garden centre where I did some work when I was pregnant. So it'll be nice to go in there and introduce him to them as well, because they've messaged me to be like, is he here yet? So yeah, that'll be nice. I love going for a mooch around the garden centre too, so it'll be good. I wrote out the new routine and put it on the fridge. So I can just kind of glance at this. So where are we up to? We rose between 7 and 9, yes. I've semi-what prepared the house, his feed. I had my shower before he woke up. I have fed Gabriel. We've put him in his clothes, we've changed his nappy. Now what's left is to do some of the housework and have some breakfast and then activity of the day. So that's what I just told you. And then yeah, evening routine. What we did last night. So I arrived home, we had dinner, and then we went for a walk. And then we did his bath and bedtime routine, which I just talked to you about. And then, yeah, we watched some TV, watched some Married at First Sight, had a cup of tea, and then our bedtime was actually 11 something, not 10:30. But you know what? It feels good. I feel like we are on the road to achieving a very good routine, aren't we, bud? But we still have a bit of flexibility. I'm going to bring this vlog to a close here because this is probably another long vlog. These little mugs that came out. I'm about to use them for the first time. We've made a pot of tea. Also purchased these ones. Ta-ta.